realize I was so popular.
Yeah. You shouldn't have died.
All right, good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome to my eternal home, right here at the Hook and Ladder Cemetery. Now that you're here, allow me to introduce myself. I am William John White Sr., but everybody called me Bill. I was born right here in Gretna on Christmas Day, 1910. I come from a long line of Williams, as my grandfather was named William, a German pioneer who purchased his property at 209 Lafayette Street on August 17, 1840, for all the money in the world, $187.50. He was a fireman and president of the Davy Crockett Volunteer Fire Department Number 1. Some of you may not know this, but the William D. White Masonic Lodge over here on Amelia Street was named after him. My father, right there, also named William J. White, worked at the U.S. Mint in New Orleans and became the first municipal judge as well as tax collector for the city of Gretna. My father married my mother, Louise Mary Lulu Klein Peter, and they had 3 children. My older brother, William Richard White, my sister, Ora White Payne, and me, William John White. Mom and Dad were really stuck on the William name. They named both of us William. But to avoid any confusion, he was called Dick and I was called Bill. Some of you may remember my brother Dick, as he was president of the First National Bank of Jefferson and had been featured on past tours. Now, back to me. I was raised at 209 Lafayette Street in the White House, which is named after my family, has nothing to do with the color of the paint. It's an 1840s Creole cottage, which is now part of the Gretna Historical Society Museum Complex, as well as the Davy Crockett Volunteer Fire Station next door. I attended Gretna Primary right here on Huey P. Long, 1st through 4th grade, in the building where the German American Culture Center is now located. I then went on to McDonough Jefferson High, where I graduated in 1927 as valedictorian of my class. I continued my education at Loyola University, where I earned both an undergraduate and a Juris Doctorate degree, which enabled me to open my practice in 1935 right here in Gretna. World War II came along and interrupted my practice, where I proudly served my country as a naval officer for 16 months. I married the love of my life, Wilhelmina Krause, whom I called Honey. We had 3 children, Mary Louise Laverne, our son, William John Jr., and Richard Allen. No, not William. Anyway, Billy Jr., he earned his law degree, and we formed the practice of White, Frey, and White. I suppose what I'm most known for is that in 1949, I was elected mayor of Gretna, and I held that office until 1985 at 75 years old, 9 consecutive terms. No one's come close to matching that 36-year accomplishment. However, the Honorable Mayor Belinda is very popular and cannot be counted out as of yet. As mayor, I supported the construction of the Mississippi River Bridge built in 1958. I had Gretna streets and lighting, pavement extended, as well as new home construction, major upgrades to the city sewer system, the new city incinerator, and Gretna Waterworks. I was active in various associations, such as the Veterans of Foreign Wars, the American Legion, the Chamber of Commerce, the Lions Club, and my grandfather's Masonic Lodge. I was famous for the motto that Gretna was the largest city on the west bank of the Mississippi River south of St. Louis, which was on my official city letterhead. 1959 was a very interesting year in state politics. Crazy Earl Long was coming to the end of his second term, and I teamed up with his lieutenant governor, a fella by the name of William. William Bill died. He was Earl Long's lieutenant governor. He was going to be the governor, and I was going to be the lieutenant governor. Well, along came this fella, Jimmy Davis, with that cute little song of his, and he won the Democratic primary and easily beat the Republican challenger in the general election, which turned out to be a blessing for me, as it allowed me to finish out my career right here with the people I love in the city I love the most, Gretna. It was with great sadness that our son, Richard Allen, passed away as a toddler. My son, Billy, died in 1981, and my beautiful honey not long after in 1985. I succumbed to pneumonia December 12, 1990, just shy of my 80th birthday. Once again, I am forever reunited with my wife and our sons throughout all of eternity. Thank you for stopping by, and please follow your lovely tour guide to the next interesting resident of the Hook and Ladder Cemetery.
I'd like to introduce Mr. Rene Poche, who of course is a member of the Gretna Historical Society, and this is his first year acting for us. And I think he did a
Very good, yeah. Very good job.
I'm not a virgin no more.